Well, hello there, and welcome back to the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel, where today we do have a nice watch-along for the game that is Scunthorpe United versus Hull City. Gonna run through the team sheet to start off with, then we'll crack into Scunthorpe's team sheet, and also a few bits of news to wrap up in 15 minutes before the game does kick off. So, welcome all, welcome. Right. Hull City's team for the game, to start off with, really. It's a strange starting lineup, but I get it against the National League North side. I do understand. So, we are currently seeing Lotu Tala in goal for the Tigers. That followed up by Ruben Vinagre getting his first start in a black and amber shirt. Sean McLaughlin grabbing the captain's armband. I'm not sure if that's for the first time. It could possibly be. Adama Traore returns back to the starting lineup. Ryan Woods, Liam Delap, Jason Lakilo gets his first start in a black and amber shirt. Jean-Michael Seri, Smith, Christie, and to finish it off with Will Jarvis, who some might say he might have another masterclass for the Tigers, as he has been running a rampage this pre-season. So, we'll scroll up a bit, and we will find Scunthorpe's team, where... yeah, we'll run through this, see if anyone knows any names. So they've got Chapman. I presume Chapman's their goalkeeper. Ogley. Denton. Congun, possibly. Boyce. Beeston. Law. Shrimpton. Elliott. Butterfield. Roberts. And then they've named their subs Fitzsimmons, Wilson, Rance, Barrows, Kelly, Scales, Clunnan, Evans, Pugh, and Poulter. So that is Scunthorpe's team. I understand my face cam is kind of covering up their team sheet a little bit. We'll have a little look at what people are saying on the Twitter. Hop over to latest. See what the people are saying. Yeah, I might just type in HCAFC just because it'll probably be better than rather than seeing everything that's currently going on in Hull. What are people saying? I saw someone comment on the team sheet saying that Will Jarvis can have a masterclass and Adama Traore will as well. So we'll see if that does become a matter of fact or if it's just a bit of conspiracy. Live match updates coming from Hull Live. Do think Darlow will have made a huge difference at the end of the season position and points total compared to Ingram. Would have been a quite considerable difference for the fee and wage demands. Would have loved Darlow, but generally don't think we would have managed enough of a difference. That's feeding off the news that Darlow is set to sign for Leeds. It's a bit of a sucker punch. That was going to sign for us. Fee was a little bit too high. Then sign for Leeds. Yeah. It's a bit of a sucker punch that going to Leeds, our rivals. We will see him next season at least, on 2 occasions. Yeah, it's a bit of a sucker punch, but what can you do? What can you do at the end of the day? So yeah, that's a bit of a sucker punch. Let's see if there's any comments on this. Yeah. I don't know, because I don't think Ingram's been too bad in this pre-season. I don't think Ingram's been too bad. So I've got to say he's not been too bad. Not enough to warrant probably that price pay for Cardalo. Where in all fairness, Darlow could get injured in very, very early on in the season and put him out for the entire season. Hello, Thyan FN. I'm very sorry if I've butchered your name there. Your thoughts is 3-1 Hull. Oh, it's going to be a tricky one, that. I think that we could... well, in my prediction video, I said 3-0 Hull. But after seeing Lotitala starting, I might go for the 3-1, maybe even a 3-2, considering Lotitala's form this preseason, where I think he's scored in every appearance, conceded in every appearance that he's been in. So Danny Shack's put on Twitter here, sums up Leeds United squad this season, full of quitters, no players wants to be there, hopefully fall apart again this season. And that's feeding off Tyler Adams wants to quit Leeds and play for a higher level. That's the problem with getting relegated, is you get a bunch of players who've been in the Premier League, especially for Leeds, who've been there for, what, 2-3 seasons. You got a load of players there that are accustomed to Premier League, and think that they deserve to be there, rather than sticking out with the club that they're currently at. I am good, bro. Are you good? That's the more important question. Are you good? Do you think Hull City are good? Well, I know Hull City are good, but do you think they're going to be good after this game? Lovely stuff. Literally talking about Lotitala conceding goals here. Lotitala concedes a goal. Hull City fans. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Yeah. I mean, he didn't do too bad out on loan at the end of last season. I can't remember. Where did he go on loan to? I can't fully remember. Was it Steve? It was Stevenage, wasn't it? Yeah. He went on loan to Stevenage for, what was it, the last few months of the season? And he didn't do too bad. I think he helped Stevenage stay up. Which is what it was brought there to do. Because I know Stevenage were having a bit of a stinker of a season. I think he kept some clean sheets in that time. So all in all, pretty good. Good result at Bradford City. And Hull 1-1, at least none of us lost. Yeah, I guess it was a good result considering last time we did play Bradford and we lost in the first round of the Carabao. I mean, it was a bit of an upsetting performance, I think. There was some good moments. First half, we played all right. First half, I think we could have maybe done better. Not better, sorry. I think first half, if that performance carried on throughout the second, maybe could have done something. But I mean, it's pre-season. It's pre-season. What do you expect? It's not really about getting the results, it's about getting the fitness. So, 1-1, happy in all ends. We are still undefeated in pre-season. Hopefully that can come in. Ah, you're a Bradford City fan. Ah, now that is something that we do not like, considering last season's Carabao Cup. But you're welcome all the same. And you thought we had the win. I did too. I mean, it was a last-minute equaliser for Bradford. So, in all fairness, you did get us in that point. 1-1. No unhappy people, really. To be fair, I've not seen many groans from the Hull City camp. From that. So, yeah. Not too shabby. Coxey, Harry Vaughan and Regan Slater have been the standouts so far this season. Yeah, I'd happily say I think Harry Vaughan's been I think he's developed his game over this preseason miles more, to the point where I'd probably put him as a starter for Hull City in this coming campaign if he wasn't already at the last season. Regan Slater, he is the 50 grand man. He deserves everything and the moon. So, not much more you can say there. I think Will Jarvis has had a good pre-season as well, considering he is under 21s, not had any experience to my knowledge with the senior team. Coming in, scoring 2 goals already in the pre-season campaign, possibly putting him in a stead to either grab one of these new bench spots, because there's so many players you can have on a bench now, or even start in some games. I mean, I'd probably look for him to maybe get some minutes in the Carabao Cup against Doncaster in a few weeks. That could possibly be a thing. Yeah, I mean, I was happy with the result as well. All things considering, I was happy with the result. Comparing it to last time we played you, yeah, I'm happy. Yep, we are 5 minutes away from kickoff. Anything new coming through the thread? Oh, hello, Catherine Hunter. Gallagher Bondum. What about George Cox? I'm unsure as to the news regarding George Cox, because yeah, it was a weird one. Named as a unnamed trialist, then got named because everyone found out his name, then didn't appear in the last game. I don't think he was there in the last game. And then he's not here again today, as I've literally just seen the substitutes have come out. And it's interesting, Dave Robson's been announced as a substitute for City in this game. So Matt Ingram, Dave Robson, Louis Cole, Jacob Greaves, Alfie Jones, Ozan Tufan, Harry Vaughan, Ryan Longman, Brandon Fleming, Regan Slater, and Alfie Taylor. So no George Cox yet again, whether that's because it's not worked out at Hull, or what. Not really sure on that front. We might play you again in the Championship in a bit if we get promoted to the Championship. That would be a good match. Yeah, I mean you've got all the capabilities to get promoted. You're getting in good talent. I mean you've stole pretty much two of our players who have been all right for us, and that's at Championship level. So you've got it. Thoughts on Dallas going to Leeds? It's a sucker punch, isn't it? I said it at the start of the stream. It's a sucker punch. You don't really want to see one of your top prospect signings going to your rival, but I get it. It's the price that Newcastle set. They weren't budging. We couldn't budge because of sort of the financial fair play being so tight at this level. So it is an unfortunate one, that one. I'm very happy that you're live streaming. I'm happy to be live streaming, and I'm happy that you're here, Catherine. What time does the game start? 1:45, so in 3 minutes. 3 whole minutes. 3-1 Hull. Come on, Hull. And that's coming from a Bradford fan. Can we just point that out? 3-1 Hull. Come on, Hull. From a Bradford fan. What goalkeeper would you expect, Darlow or Tavares? I'm not sure. I've heard that... I'm not sure what the latest news is on the Mark Travers deal, because I thought I heard that Stoke had got a medical booked in for him, so I'm not sure if that deal's fallen through. So yeah, other goalkeeper wise, I think just stick it out with Ingram. I mean, we've got Lutitala, who hasn't been the best, and it's sounding like he will probably be our backup option if we don't get a new one in. Yeah, Travers is going to Stoke, yeah. So it is going to be an unfortunate one. This is the only time that you're going to support Hull. The only time, and it's welcome to the dark side. You're going for a 3-0 Hull win, Catherine. So am I. I mean, Lotutala is starting, so we'll see on that front. Yeah. I'm not sure what goalkeeper we will sign then. Lotutala's got holes in his gloves. He's certainly got something in his gloves, and it doesn't seem to be his hands. So, Travers nearly signed for Millwall, but that fell through as well. So that could possibly be happening at Stoke. But I thought reports were that he's got a medical booked in, so it does seem like that ship sailed. So, goalkeeper-wise, I mean, we were looking at that Burnley one, was it Peacock Farrell earlier on? And that could possibly come through because Burnley have just signed a new number 1 in, what's his face? England under 21's keeper. I can't remember his name, but they've just signed him as their new number 1 goalkeeper from Man City. So we could be getting Peacock Farrell. Whether that's an upgrade from Matt Ingram, I'm not sure at this point, or whether it is that number 2 option. Then we can have Lutu Tala either stay at the club or go out on loan to maybe a League 1 or League 2 side. Or even Shelbourne over in Ireland. That could be something. Trevor's nearly signed. Yep. Scunthorpe are rubbish. Bradford's beat them before. Well, then we're bound to batter them, aren't we? What will your starting 11 be for Norwich? Starting 11 for Norwich. I mean, I based it off this lineup we've got here. At the moment, have Ingram in. I think Ruben Vinagre gets a shout at left back. I probably have McLaughlin and Jones as my centre backs. Then I would go Traore. Cyrus Christie is right back. Adama Traore. Delap. Jason Lakilo. Seri. Harry Vaughan. Oscar. And Tete. Maybe. I'll have to probably have a full-on look at it. I'll get a video out, of course, before the first game of my ideal 11. But that's possibly one that I'll be going. Watchers finally score more goals when it's not being streamed. I know. I saw the announcement come through this morning saying it won't be on Tiger Stream, and absolutely fuming. Peacock Farrell's gone to Denmark now. Well, yeah. So yeah. Can't lie, Hull are good. Thank you. I mean, we are possibly pushing for a top 6 this season. We'll see how it goes. But thank you. Bradford aren't that rubbish. You're not that rubbish. I do see you having a good season, a good few seasons ahead of you. You completed a win over us last season. You got a draw against us in a pre-season friendly this season. It's all good. Where do I think Hull will finish? I'm going to go for the tidy 6th place. I'm going to go for the 6th place. I predicted us to finish 6th last season. I didn't expect us to have such sort of that low point with Shota. Because I believe that it worked out as if we had Liam Rosino as manager for the entire season, we would have finished in the top 6. So it's obviously going to be a tighter season this season. But I do see us making a nice tidy top 6, 6th place obviously. Don't know how we beat you and then drew. It's one of them things. It is one of them things. I mean, we pretty much threw everything in the cat's mother at the game last season against you. I was there, and literally I kept on seeing subs coming on that I didn't think were going to make an appearance. I thought they was just there to fill the bench. Bing boing, bing boing. Hello, Tom Spencer. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. And that is kickoff at Scunthorpe. So yeah, Traore gets us going in the first half, as reported. So all good news. So yeah, should be an interesting to see how we sort of line up attacking wise in this game. I think this is probably going to be one of the key games to look at our attack, as we haven't really seen too much from our attack this pre-season, other than the Galatasaray game, which, I mean, I'm now calling that like a one-off. Apparently, we're playing on a very, very dry pitch, so that's going to be fun for the Rosinia style ball that we like to play. But yeah, I'll be interested to see how our attack lines up. I'll be interested to see if we do get a high amount of goals. That'll be an interesting one. I thought he was going to hammer us in the Carabao Cup and in the pre-season. I mean, in all fairness, I was too. I did go to the game in the Carabao Cup thinking, right, it's an easy first round win for this cup. I think I said that in my prediction video. And then I didn't think it would have been quite of a commanding performance in pre-season. Just based on last season's encounter with you and also our pre-season so far. Well, we've been undefeated, but we haven't commanded games, I don't think, especially in the scoreline. Who's your favourite Hull player of all time? Mine's Tom Hulson. Mine would personally be Giovanni, just for some of the free kicks and moments. I mean, there's great players that we've had, sort of fan favourites. I mean, you look back in that era, you've got quite a few. And you look into present era, I mean, you've got loads of players that the fans are all going to. I mean, you've got some of the local lads, and you've also got some players like Seri, Oscar Ozan. You've got players like that where the fans would just go for them. But of all time, I probably have to say Giovanni. Of the ones that I've played, obviously, you could make a shout for Chris Chilton, but I didn't see Chris Chilton play. I don't have too much to say on him, other than I adore the man, and God rest his soul. Delap needs to start pulling the trigger more. I've been saying this. I like his technical movement. I think that technically he is a very gifted player. He just doesn't seem to be doing too much when he does have these opportunities, and when it's sort of going on. He gets the free. I think he's brilliant player at winning free kicks. I do think that. I think that he's got that down to a T. That sort of what's his face? Jack Grealish sort of effect, where he can get the goals. It's just whether get the free kick. Sorry, it's just whether that he can actually decide whether to get the free kick or to go on alone and play that sort of risk card. I do think that's going to be one to keep an eye on for this season, because obviously he has had a bit of a rough time last season in the Championship at 2 different clubs as well. It's been a tough one there. I'm not being cocky or cheeky, but Valley Parade is the biggest stadium for League 2. I went there. It is a lovely stadium. It is a lovely stadium. I'll give you that. It's got that old feel which you like, and it's not too far outside of this. It's pretty much in the city. I mean, not too far from the train station. Good stadium. Great goal at Arsenal. Giovanni, yes, that free kick against Arsenal. Was it a free kick or was it just a loose ball? But it was lovely. And I think it was that 2-1 win that ended Arsenal's winning streak of 40 odd games at the Emirates, done by Hull. And I think in the first season in the Prem, we ended Arsenal's streak. Which player would you most like to see back at Hull City shirt who's still playing? Maybe Abel Hernandez. I was looking at this the other day. I have a top 3. Abel Hernandez. Abel Hernandez, of course. Then possibly Kamil Grzyski. Jared Bowen. It's sort of them 3 that I mean, Jared Bowen obviously, but he's not going to come back to Hull. He's gone far past that point. He's sort of too far above Hull at this point. I mean, he's a European Cup winner now, but we quite should love to see him back. I don't want to be cheeky. Nah, no one wants to be cheeky. It was loose. I thought it was a loose ball. Yeah, long shot. The free kick was Spurs. That was the one. Thank you, Gallagher Bondham. Or Jackson Irvine. Yes, he's sort of come back on a rise after he had a bit of a dip after he left Hull, where he didn't seem to be doing too well. But he's had a pretty significant rise in the past year or so. And he's one that could possibly, in all fairness, come back to Hull City. He is that sort of player. Imagine those 3 in the front 3. Yeah, Abel Hernandez, Kamil Grzyski, and Jared Bowen as a front 3. I mean, you've got the free kicks of Grzyski. You've got Jared Bowen, and then you've got finisher Abel Hernandez. I mean, that is probably your idealistic recent Hull City front 3, isn't it? It most likely is. Let me just we'll actually talk about the game now rather than Hull City past players. Clever Vinagre lets the ball roll past him, runs towards the box, clips balls to the back post. It finds low kilo via an iron head. His cross is turned away. Smart from Vinagre though. Jarvis looks to throw the ball into the box for Vinagre on the overlap. 2 men slide in and it goes out for a throw by the corner flag. Vinagre seems to be a busy boy so far. Lotutala, a couple of balls fizz back to him, but it doesn't look hugely comfortable. Need I say more? Need I say more on the Lotutala case? Need I say more? Wonder what happened to this English prospect who was supposed to be after. That's gone very quiet. It has, and it's made me wonder whether it's fallen through or if it was just a bit of hubbub. I doubt it. I highly doubt a bit of hubbub. It is. It is Hull City, and it is Adrian Jolly. I doubt he would be creating false rumours, but strange it's gone very quiet unless it's meaning that the deal is close to being done and therefore there's not much coming out about it because the deal is close to done, or it's in that sort of stage where they can't talk too much about it, otherwise the deal will fall through. It could be one of them. I think Bradford City are one of the favourites to get promoted, so are Wrexham and Notts County. Yeah, I can see you. I can see you getting promoted. I can see you getting promoted. I mean, Wrexham are favourites because they're Wrexham, and Notts County because them two dominated the National League last season. But League 2 is a different game. We've been there recently. We've seen it all in this decade. Yeah, it's a tough one. Jarvis won as a corner. Traore needs a ball. The current one hasn't come back from the fans behind the goal. The kick wasn't great, if truth be told. Easily cleared in the front post. Right. So it took us, what, 2 minutes to get a free kick out? That's fun. Yeah. It's all fun. It's all fun and games. So, yeah. Interesting. Interesting transfers-wise. I do think that we possibly could be looking at the squad that we've got for the season. We possibly could be. Whether that is it, or whether we do see some more coming in following the start of the season before deadline day. That's one that we can see. Come on, you all. Come on, you all. How can we watch? We can't watch, unfortunately. Tigers Plus aren't streaming the game because it's in Scunthorpe, and I honestly don't know why they're not streaming it. Who in the game first 11? First 11 for Hull City. Let me just talk you through it quickly. Oh my. Well, I will talk you through it, but damn it. Lotutala, man. Let me update the score on the... Oh, that's frustrating, that, isn't it? That is frustrating. Lovely finish. City don't clear the ball. Gets fired out to Finn Shrimpton, who steers a lovely left-footed effort into the corner from the edge of the box. By the sounds of it, it's not too much of Lotutala's fault, but we still blame Lotutala. Hello, Etherum. I'm very sorry. I probably butchered how to say your name. Hello, up the Tigers, indeed. Even though we are currently 1-0 down. That's frustrating. That's really frustrating. I'll get you that team sheet up now, yeah. Where is it? Right, Lotutala, Ruben Vinagre, Sean McLaughlin, who gets the captain's armband, Adam Traore, Ryan Woods, Liam Delap, Jason Lakilo, Jean-Michael Seri, Andy Smith, Cyrus Christie, and Will Jarvis. Haha. I'm presuming by the laugh I did pronounce your name wrong. I'm very sorry. No, no indeed. No indeed. No indeed. Yeah, we've only gone behind once in pre-season. That was against Galatasaray, where we did end up winning 4-3. So whether that's the same case this game, who knows? But, oh no, we're 1-0 behind to a National League North side. Oh my, oh my. Things aren't going good, are they? Things are not going good. My, oh my. You can't make this stuff up, can you? You cannot make this stuff up. Oh. Well, 1-0 to Scunthorpe. Will you do commentaries on our games during the season on our championship games? Yes, I will. I mean, I've been toying up with this idea of doing live streams and stuff, and I've thought of, yeah, why not? Rather than just doing the reactions after the game, they'll be still continuing the reactions after the game, but it's another level of this sort of fan engagement, which it is needed at football. It is needed, sort of the fan interaction like this. I mean, who would have thunk it that we could get a Bradford City fan to come and support Hull? Who would have thunk it? But yeah, I will be doing commentary, Catherine. Lean King, thanks. No worries. I'm presuming that the substitutes will be coming on for the second half, and Lotatello will not be remaining in goal for 60, 70 minutes. I'm frustrated for Hull, and I'm a Bradford fan. We know. We're all frustrated over here. I'm just putting a smiley face on. Today, Hull City win 1-2 or 1-3, I feel. 1-3. Hopefully, it will be a 1-3. But yeah. 14 minutes in. Well, I have to be honest, this hasn't been great so far for the Hull City. Ha! Maybe it's good that it wasn't live streamed. Maybe they was trying to save us all some money. They just knew that it was going to be a stinker of a game, saving us some money. Yeah, I mean, I did say at the start of the stream, I said, with Lotatello starting, it could possibly be a 3-1 win for the Tigers. Carl Roberts has just tried an audacious effort from about 40 yards outside, trying to catch Lotatello, but it just goes wide. The City goalkeeper was scrambling back nervously. These are words that you don't like to hear when it's your goalkeeper. You don't like to hear the words nervous and scampering. Or scampering, sorry. You don't like to hear these words. Especially when he's our number 2. He's our number 2 goalkeeper. So if Matt Ingram gets injured, we're stuck with Lotatello. Now I see why Tottenham released him. I support them because they're a Yorkshire team, but Bradford's my first team. I get that. Personally, I couldn't see myself supporting any other team other than Hull. Sort of English-wise. I mean, obviously, I have kits and stuff from other leagues outside of England, but not really like dedicated support. It has to be for Hull. But I get that. I mean, every person's individual. I see people who support like a team in the Premier League and then a team lower down that are local to them. Yeah, I mean, every person's individual. I'm not here to blame people. Unless you support Leeds, then we will slander you. We'll also beat you twice this season. Whee! It's a bit concerning how we seem to be getting outplayed by all these lower leagues teams, and Mazzini keeps saying everything is going to plan. Yeah, I don't think that Liam Mazzini's sort of tactics-wise has been helping this pre-season. Just before I get into that, chance, better from the Tigers, patient play through the middle, and they open to Lokilo on the far side. He fires across near post, but it hits the lap and goes behind. Seems like that's a bit better. I mean, I'm just talking about Liam Mazzini's tactics not working. That sounds pretty much like Liam Mazzini's tactics. I'm not sure whether it is because we're playing lower league sides and obviously their style of football is lots different to the style in the Championship. whether that's because the style of play is lower than Championship level, and so it's obviously different play style in different leagues, and it's sort of not helping Liam Rosini's tactics. That could be something, but it's been a strange one this preseason. I found we've not dominated any games. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how our first game against Norwich goes. Because that goalkeeper for over goals and games. Yeah. Is it just you that supports Hull in your family? No, I mean, me and my mum have season tickets. We've had season tickets for about 12 years now. And my dad comes to a few games. Not a massive football fan. And then my brother hates football, so... I hate my club sometimes. I mean, you've got to love them and hate them, don't you? especially what we've been through. What was the worst signing we've ever made? For me, it would be David Milinkovic. I can tell you what the worst release is. Was Jared Bowen on like deadline day for what 20 mil? Oh, no, it was less. It was like about 12 mil or something we got for Bowen. Something ridiculous like that. Yeah. That would be the worst release. Signing-wise, I mean, I'd say recently Tobias Figueiredo, even though that was a good signing in the end because we made money on him. Although his performances weren't there. But we got him on a free. I'm not really sure what our worst signing of all time would be. I'm not really sure. Because, I mean, you sort of... If you go back into the years, you sort of block out... you sort of block out players that played bad and you only remember the good ones. I don't rate this keeper at all. Me neither. Hate and love Bradford City. You've got to hate and love your team, don't you? You've got to hate to love them and love to hate them. 16, I'm presuming that's the years that you've been a Hull City season member for Tim. Didn't Robertson go for Liverpool for like 6 mil? I think it was 9 mil. And in all fairness, that could possibly be the worst sale. Considering what we see now. He was good at Hull. He was really good at Hull. Yeah. That could put, yeah, I see what you're saying. That's probably the worst one. Jimmy Bullard for me signing. Yes. Bullard was the biggest letdown that we've had. Biggest letdown. He come to us after sort of being promised to sort of this person that we're going to sign. He's going to help us keep up. He's going to help us stay in the Prem. Nah. I mean, could also be JJ Okocha, but I mean, JJ Okocha, it's JJ Okocha. You can't really put a bad word in his name, you know, even though he didn't do too much for us. Is Murat Ulka actually investing? It sounds likely. I did say in my video yesterday that a deal is getting proposed, so it's been in the pipelines for quite a long time. His attitude too. Yes, I mean, if we're talking about attitude players, you needn't look farther than Malcolm Eboué as well. He was awful last season. His attitude stank. He's just awful. And he didn't do too much when he played. Marcus Maddison was pretty terrible. Yeah. I mean, we could name a long list of terrible Hull City players, couldn't we? But you try and block them out your mind. Delap had no chance really, given how close he was and at the speed the cross was fired at him. Almost got away from it. More encouraging from City after a pretty bang average start. Lokilo, Delap robs the defender of the ball well. Feeds to Traore, who slides to Lokilo, but his shot along the turf is slow and easy for the goalkeeper, Aaron Chapman. Coxey, do you still hate Coyle? I mean, I'll say what my views on Lou Coyle were. Last season, he did, at points, he did get on my nerves. I'll say that. Where he was stealing game time from Cyrus Christie. It was sort of that. It was that transition point of managers. He was getting game time over Cyrus Christie, and then it wasn't until we started playing them both, and it sort of Cyrus Christie brought out the best in Louis Coyle, and Louis Coyle brought out the best in Cyrus Christie. That I liked him again. Well, I say like him again. But yeah, I think that his overall play has been improving. And he's one there for the fans, isn't he? He's a local lad. His family's local. He's there for the fans. I can see him doing a Mark Noble of staying at Hull for quite an extended period of time, not providing too much in sort of an essence of football and quality, considering the players around him, but being there for the fans and for the team. He's a decent sub, but isn't a starter for me, certainly. As long as we win and look quite decent in this game, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it as well, as long as we look decent. I mean, preseason isn't about winning. As much as I'd love us to be undefeated in this preseason, we've got 2 games left. This one, and obviously Saturday against the French League Cup champions. But yeah, of course I'd like to see a win here. But performances is all that matters in pre-season. Lokilo starting to see a fair bit of the ball on the far side. Lovely drop of the shoulder, just leaves his man on his backside. Lovely from our new signing. It's nice that the 2 new signing, well, all 3 signings are getting game time in this game. Yeah, it's nice that they're getting game time. Hopefully, I mean, all 3 of them will have a really good season. Jarvis Feld, about 30 yards out from goal, slightly left to centre. Surrey stands above it. I presume that's meant to say fouled. I thought what was Feld. I was for a second. I was like, "What did he fell? Did he fall?" I don't know. I'm presuming it's fouled, and Surrey standing above a 30-yard out free kick. Presuming he's going to shoot. His clip looks from McLaughlin on the penalty spot, but an iron is there to head it first. I stand incorrected. He goes for a chip in rather than a shot. I thought it was just going to be that Surrey ball. That Surrey ball. So yeah. Interesting, I'm going to say all the least. I'm very intrigued. Right. We'll see what the latest is on Twitter. What's the latest on the Twitter or X? There's Elon Musk is trying to call it something now. Doesn't seem to be any latest. I don't know where I can watch Hull tonight. I'm not sure you want to be watching the game. Oh, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Oh, I'm not sure what's going on here. Right. Okay. We'll see. We'll hop back onto. Hop back over to the live. I was gonna say live feed. The live Updates. That's it. Live updates. Yeah, the live updates. As it is still 1-0 to Scunthorpe United. And there it is, that's the title. Scunthorpe United 1, Hull City 0. Live from Glanford Park. Tigers behind to National League North side. It's what you love to see. It's what you love to see. Chance. Jarvis guides it towards goal, takes a deflection off an iron foot, and Chapman dives down well to save. Can we have this Chapman guy? I mean, he sounds like he's better than Lotitala. Not like that's much. There's much competition in it. But I'd love this Chapman guy over Lotitala. "28 minutes in, decent move that. Traore at the heart of it, and in fairness, probably City's best so far in the opening half an hour. So, another chance. I'm not going to say wasted, but a chance is a chance. Don't end up in the back of the net. We're still losing 1-0. Yeah. All fun and games. This is why you support Hull City. You support it for times like these. You don't support Hull City for winning. That'd be stupid, wouldn't it? You just support Hull City. You watch Hull City for this. these moments where you're losing to a rival, albeit in 30 minutes, and during the National League North. Yeah, that's fun. And time for drinks. Good chance here for Rosini's getting a message across or two to his players, or possibly 5. He's been very animated in the last 10 minutes or so. That's the Rosini way. The animated look on the sidelines. You gonna go to any away games this year? Yes, I will be. I'll tell you exactly what away games I'll be heading to for sort of up until January, because I was having a look at it yesterday based on work and when I'm away on holiday and stuff. So I'll be off to West Brom away, I think. Yes, I will be. I will be off to West Brom away. I will also be off to Bristol City away and Sheffield Wednesday away so far. So yeah. Yes. Do we need to sign a number 10, or do we just play Vaughan and or Traore there? I mean, Traore is probably our number 10 shout for this season. He seemed good in what we saw of him last season. So I don't think we need a number 10. Because we've also got Vaughan, who plays on the wing but can also do a job down the centre. So I don't think we need a number 10. I think that the signings, I don't think we need many signings. If anything, a creative right winger, and then a goalkeeper. That's probably it. I don't get how we're losing. Neither do I. I'm going to Leicester. Lovely stuff. I wish I could get down to Leicester because obviously it's an ex-Premier League side, an ex-Premier League winning side, Leicester, but unfortunately work's in the way. But I will be doing a live stream from them because I finish work at 1:30, so it's an annoying one. You can't get to away games unless sort of they're in the region, and yeah. But obviously home games I'm fine. How do you feel you're losing to Scunthorpe United? I'm at the game and we are dominating. Yeah, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I can't say that I'm a happy chappy at the moment. I look over there on the scoreboard, and it says 1-0 Scunthorpe. Yeah, I'm not loving it. I'm not loving life. I do like Aliyah, but his end product doesn't seem to be improving. Do we need to bench him or maybe make him fight for his starting spot? It's a tricky one, Aliyah Simonesh, because on his day, he provides something I don't think any Hull City player has provided in a long time, or that I can remember in a long time. It's just the consistency I find, where he either dominates the game and you know he's on the pitch, or you forget that he's on the pitch. He's one of them players. He doesn't have I don't think he has a negative impact on the game. He just is one of them. You missed a crucial header in the box. We miss a lot of crucial things. We are Hull City. We're a mess from time to time. Should be scoring. Yeah, I mean, we can say that we should be scoring all the time, but yeah, it's all. But 1-0. I'm presuming that you're a Scunthorpe fan. You should be happy. Yeah. Justin Walker, deep conversation with Jason Lakilo, giving him some instructions. He's been lively, in fairness. Jason Lakilo seems to be the best player so far. I'm happy that you are going to do live streams, as I'm never able to find any live streams if you're watching at home. Yeah, it's always a tricky one. Sort of finding stuff, especially about Hull City, because not too many people are reporting it. But that's what I'm here for. I'm here to give the fans something, whilst also give myself something as a fan. I can hear Rosina saying how we need to be more clinical for the 100th time. I can hear the exact same words. I can hear them. I can hear them. I can hear them all the way from here. Chance. Cal Roberts took a knock just before the drinks break, and after a spell of treatment, he can't continue. He's replaced with Cameron Wilson. So that's our first change of the day. Chance. Christie gives away possession in a dangerous area. Smith is forced to make a terrific sliding tackle on the edge of his box. It breaks back to United, and Traore gives away a foul about 25 yards out, dead centre. Free kick, and the shot is over the bar. City have been really sloppy defensively. Yeah. I'm guessing that's because we haven't got our best defence on. We've got Sean McLaughlin, Andy Smith, Ruben Vinagre, and is it Cyrus Christie on the right? Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, Andy Smith has improved from his loan from Grimsby as a player. He's just not He's not ready for this squad. I don't think. I think that he could possibly get some game time this season. He just needs that game time in the squad to get himself in there. Yeah, I'm buzzing with the score. Even drawing with Doncaster, I was buzzing. Saw a few fights. Oh, you saw a few fights. Hopefully not this game. It was hopefully at the Doncaster game. Up the cam Wilson is our main man. Glad he's on the pitch. I'll be interested to see if he makes it 2-0 to Scunthorpe. I would save money by not buying a centre back. Just give Smith a chance on the bench. Yeah, I don't think centre back wise we are needing anything. So obviously we've got Sean McLaughlin and Alfie Jones, both who have just signed new deals and both who have just had excellent seasons under Rosinia. Then also Jacob Greaves, who does the job at centre back, even though last season he played at left back, he can do a job at both. Annie Smith obviously on the bench. I don't think we need anything. Of course, we lost Tobias Figueiredo, but I mean, is it a loss? Or is that a gain in giving money into the club? Where are you streaming from? I can't find it anywhere, mate. It's not anywhere. That's why I'm not streaming it. I am just looking at the whole live reports coming in, having a chat with you guys. And it's almost like we were at the game, even though we don't want to be, because we're losing 1-0. So it's all fun and games. 36 minutes gone, and Scunthorpe lead City through that early goal. Damn, Cam Wilson, just put your number 5 in a blender. The way he defended there. Who's our number 5? Who is our number 5? My mind's gone blank. Number 5's Alfie Jones. Is Alfie Jones playing? I didn't think Alfie Jones was starting. Let me check. Yeah, Alfie Jones is on the bench. I'm not sure. Do you mean number 6? Probably our number 6, who is Sean McLaughlin. McLaughlin has not enjoyed the first half one bit, summed up there by him wrestling Danny Elliott to the floor inside his own half, giving away a free kick. Yeah, that's probably it. How much would you evaluate Jacob Greaves? As it would be for it would be 5 million. Not number 5. He's got 5 on the back of his shirt. Can't see clearly the other side of the pitch. Could be Ryan Woods, in all fairness. Number 15. It is number 6, yeah, Sean McLaughlin. No worries. No worries. How much would I evaluate Jacob Greaves? If he does end up going to Roma, he's a young English player. Boosts up his price for some reason. I can't see he's getting anything less than 20 mil. I know it's a hard stipulation, that. But Roma are a team like they are. And I don't think that Adjan would get rid of, and Liam, I don't think either of them would get rid of Jacob Greaves for less than 15, 20 mil. Greaves should be worth 15 mil. Young English defender, score alright amount of goals in the Championship. Has played a lot of Championship games too. He's experienced. He is experienced. For his age, he's experienced. He gets a decent number of goals. Harry Maguire. I commented this quite a few seasons ago when sort of Greaves was coming up. Harry Maguire-esque. Obviously not now because Harry Maguire is washed. But yeah, sort of that Harry Maguire-esque when Harry Maguire was at Hull. It's sort of that he knows how to defend well, but he can also go up the other end and smash a few in with his head. And also getting forwards. He's a good player to get forwards. He knows how to sort of take a ball from that defensive line and help charge the attack with it. Early in the game, my goalkeeper made a banging save that you had a shot come from a player foot, going bottom left, and Chapman's reaction was top class. We might need to sign him from you because we've got Lotitala in goal right now, and yeah, I'm pretty sure you can see why he is our number 2 and could possibly be number 3 behind on Dave Robson, even though it's Dave Robson. 40 minutes in, Woods plays a crazy ball across the box, across his box. Christie forces a rash challenge just outside the box, left-hand side. Decent effort heading for the top corner. Not too much pace on it, and that allows Lotitala to get across and save. Oh, get in! Lotitala's just saved. What a magnificent time to be alive. That might as well just be classed as a goal. Lotitala making a save. Wowee. City frustrated. Delap is now penalised for a foul inside of his own half. Okay. It seems like the players are losing their heads a bit. Because I think that's like the second or third foul inside of our own area. Just on rashness. No way, not after the other keepers who can't catch and goes straight in, slips through his hands and goes in. You can have him. Oh, right. Okay. Okay. It's alright. We'll see Matt Ingram in a bit. We'll see Matt Ingram in a bit. Matt Ingram hopefully will be coming on for the second half. It could possibly be one of them situations where we do have a 45-minute split for both teams, or because there's only 2 games left of pre-season, this one and Nantes, could be a 60-75 minute for this team. Then the next team play 20-25 minutes. Then go over to the next game where they played the inverse. Could be the case. We'll see. We'll see what comes of it. Up the iron. Okay. You can say up the iron. You can say up the iron. You're winning 1-0. We'll give you the right. We'll give you the right. Yeah. We'll give you the right to say up the iron. Oi. I will donate 10 if you beat us. I don't like this. Is this considered as betting? Hopefully Scunthorpe can score an own goal for us. It would be lovely that, wouldn't it? It would be lovely that. Hopefully this score 2 own goals and then I get 10 quid as well as Hull City winning. However, the start to our final pre-season as our goalkeeper will be our first choice. Yeah, Matt Ingram will start next on Saturday, and I will be there at that game. Coxie, our defenders probably will. Hopefully. Yeah. Let's hope for some own goals, or let's hope that Hull City can actually score. Why not say that? Why not say that? Yeah. All fun and games. You love it. You've got to love it to see it. Oh my. Well. Championship team losing to National League North side. 2. You panicked me for a second there. You saying 2 is in TWO rather than TO. I thought that thought you got another one. Panicked for a second. In all fairness. Get the heart rate back down. Yeah. All fun and games. 1 minute added time. 1 minute added on as Seri's free kick swings in a free kick which is collected by Chapman. Lovely jubbly. 1 minute left of the half. Before second half we come out fighting and probably concede another 3. You just hate to see it. You just hate to see it, don't you? Hopefully this will be a reverse of what happened at Bradford, where we can grab a late minute equaliser, or hopefully a late minute winner. Oh no! How are we losing? How? This is pain. This is true pain. Especially because I can't even watch the game. I'm just feeding it off the feed. It kind of brings me back to the good old days when we could go in first half time 1-0 and potentially win the game. Yeah, I mean, half time now. I mean, for a Scunthorpe fan, you're probably loving life right now. You're beating a championship side. You've not seen the championship in a few years. Must be living life. I wish all the best to Scunthorpe, in all fairness. So I know you've had a tough time, a real tough time. We've had a tough time. Obviously, your tough time's been a bit harder on you. as a club, but wishing all the best to you following this game, of course. For the next 45 minutes, we're sworn enemies. Yes, we all know we are a second half team. We are a second half team. We are a second half team. Where's the feed coming from, anyone? There is no actual live stream of the game because Tigers Plus aren't doing it. So I'm just getting Hull Live's live updates from Barry Cooper. So, yeah, you're welcome to stay here. Join in the chat. Aliyah, second half. Hopefully so. Hopefully so. Hopefully Aliyah will grab 1, 2, or 3 goals. I mean, my prediction's gone out the window. I predicted a 3-0 win for Hull. I did change it to a 3-1 at the start of the game, but my 3-0 was what I went with originally. Our fans threw a few flares onto the pitch when we scored, don't worry. Who's on 3? Not that many. I mean, our fans lit a flare off when we was beating Barnsley 1-0. And, yeah. So, yeah, it's all swings and roundabouts here. A few thoughts from Barry Cooper, I'll say Baz Cooper, because that's who he's known by. From Baz Cooper. Some nice passages of play here, but there's not what? Some nice passages of play here and there, sorry, but that's about it. Going through the motions is how I describe that. Scunthorpe have had their chances, scored a fine goal, and are posing plenty of problems. That's not what you like to hear. City look laboured and slow all over the pitch. What I would say is Lokilo and Vinagre have looked lively. Traore has seen a bit more of it as the half has worn on. It's the 3 players that you knew that was going to do that jobs, isn't it? 2 of the new boys and then Traore. It's the 3 players you knew was going to do their jobs. And this is what I said when we played against Bradford. Our energy just doesn't seem to be there. Last pre-season, it was all focused on energy. It was focused on getting the fitness up. It was focused on having that attack. But I don't see that this season. I don't know if Limousine is going for the long game tactic, and he sort of played it a bit more tactically in the long game, which we could possibly see towards the end of the season. Whether he's playing it, don't burn them out now, where Shotta sort of did, and that's why it sort of didn't play into his hands. I'm not sure. Baz can't spell today. Yeah, we're seeing a few stinkers from Baz in the spelling grounds, but I don't have room to talk. I don't have room to talk. I have been known for some horrendous spelling mistakes in my time. Yeah, 1-0 Scunthorpe United, half time. Yeah, I'm still smiling, barely. I remember I was at a game last season. We lit a flare and it got through down in the stands, and a kid was about 10, got hit 2 centimeters from getting hit. It was good. Well, that's good. That is good. I know I was at Huddersfield away. It was not last season, the season before, and it was the end of the match. We lost 2-0, and they were let a flare off, threw it right at me, bounced right off my head, went onto my dad's jacket. I think it's like stained the jacket a little bit, which was horrible as well because it was blue, not amber, because it was one of Huddersfield's flares. So yeah, that was that's my most dangerous running with a flare, is bounced off my head onto my dad's jacket. So yeah, flares can be dangerous, but I mean they also are a bit of the atmosphere of football. So I'm not one of these people that will complain about it. It's just sometimes they do get a bit too far. You know any Iranian players? Tell me if you've ever heard a name. Aliyah Simonesh. If you are asking what I'm thinking you are. Or are you asking, do I know any Ian players? Players that play for Scunthorpe United? If so, a few? I'm not really sure. Come on, boys, up the iron. Yeah, it seems to be that way. It seems to be that way, rather than up the Tigers. Hopefully, second half we can maybe grab one back, and a 1-1 draw might not be too bad. In all fairness, embarrassing to be losing to us. The disrespect. We're not gonna live this down, are we? If we lose this game, we're not gonna live this down. Walk into Saturday against French League Cup champions, just losing to a team in National League North. I think not. and then following up that, going to play Norwich away on the first game of the season, rocking up there after just losing to the French League Cup champions and a National League North side after having our pre-season go from here down. We started our pre-season off by beating a Champions League side, and yeah, we're here now. Just look over there. How bad have we been? Pretty god awful, by the sounds of it, Kieran. Pretty god awful. I mean, you can see Baz comment on the screen right now. Low kilo, Vinagre and Traore seems to be the best three players, and so they haven't provided too much. We're losing 1-0. We're losing 1-0 to a National League North side. I think we'll win the league next season. In our pre-season has not been too shabby. Your pre-season hasn't been too shabby. I mean, you pulled out a 0-0 draw against Doncaster. A few losses, I think, but nothing too bad. National League North is a tricky league. All National League is tricky. But if you have anyone really to go up, it'd probably be you. And I mean, obviously, I'll be rooting for you partially. I'll be rooting for you partially this season. Of course, being a Hull fan, having like Radio Humberside on, even though it's, I won't get into the political debacle of Radio Humberside with football at the moment. Yeah, of course you hear a lot about Scunthorpe United, and you sort of gain that little partiality to them. I think Traore is our best player. It seems to be that way. That he has been a top-notch player since coming back from his injury. We battered Doncaster and we only lost 2. You've only lost 2 so far this season? Pre-season, sorry, yeah. That's good. Hopefully we can batter Doncaster. We play them in the League Cup in, I think, 3 weeks? No. It'll be 2 weeks today. We play them in the League Cup at home. So hopefully we can batter Grant McCann's men. So good work on you for beating Grant McCann. Hello again to our resident Bradford City fan. Where do you think we'll finish this season? Going for an optimistic 6th place. Based on this game, possibly could shove that down to just outside of relegation, but I'll go for a 6th place finish. I think I have trust in Liam Rosini. I have faith in the man. What he did last season was staggering. Pre-season is nothing to go on. The real battle starts against Norwich. I know it's just tough times like these when you're sort of losing to teams that you should be beating. Nothing against Scunthorpe, but yeah, yeah. We'll see what happens league-wise. I mean, of course, you do have a few games at the start of the season to sort of evaluate things where things don't matter too much. We could go on and lose the first 3 games but still finish top of the league. It's one of them things, the Championship. It's a weird league. Against Donny was good. They made 10 subs at once, and they're not a good communication team, so I think you'll batter them. Hopefully so. I mean, they have just picked up Tom Nixon from Hull on a loan deal. He's come out of our academy. So, presume that he can't play, though, against us. Cup tied. I presume so. I'll always be a City fan. Hull City or Bradford City? Hopefully both. Primarily Hull, but probably Bradford, to be fair. Did you see the speech that Liam gave to the team on Twitter? I did, and it was a lovely speech, wasn't it? Powerful. If Dawson hadn't come in, I reckon we would have been facing relegation. Yeah, I mean, Dawson and Rosinia, two fantastic players, but also now managers of Hull. Aliar is my friend on Iran. He so love Hull City fans. Well, he's my favourite player from Iran. I think he's the only player I know from Iran. Aliar Saymanesh. Top lad, top lad. You don't mind having a fan who isn't a Bradford City fan? I don't mind. We're all here for a good time, aren't we? We're all here for a good time. as long as you cheer when we score. Probably not when we're against you, but as long as we cheer when Hull score. Not only a few minutes, I think, until the second half gets underway. No news if we're changing teams. If we beat you because the first half, we battered you because you think we would beat like Codheads. Okay. Let's calm down. If you beat us based on your first half performance, yes, you may have battered us. Okay. Let's hope for a second half we can get behind. Let's hope and pray. Come on, you all. Come on, you all. I can sniff a Hull City goal. I can sniff it too. I can smell it. It's coming. It's coming. I think it could possibly be coming from one of the new lads. I really think Cynic could be a good person for us. But it seems like nobody rates him. It's a tricky one, Dukan Cynic. Where he's a good player at heart. He is a good player. He had good moments for us last season. It's just a shame that he went back on loan. I think that was in part to him missing Turkey. And sort of wanting to go back on a sort of a temporary time. But I'd be interested to see what he does this season because he is staying at Hull. Just recovering from his injury. So whether he misses the first few games of the season, who knows? Scunny Boy's making all the noise everywhere we go. Need I say much more? Barely know any of the Hull players. You know Lotu Sala. You do know Lotu Sala because he's had a rotter. Tufan, you probably know Tufan. He scored. Well, the goal should have counted as his last season. You didn't steal Richie Smallwood from us. He wasn't on our retained list, and you picked up a cracking player. Richie Smallwood is a cracking player. He did a lot for us in his tenure at Hull. He never had a proper good run in the team, did he? No. Cynic didn't really get a good shout in the team. Because there was always Pelkas there who would probably get the shout over him. And then Cynic only really got featured as subs. But I really liked him when he came on. Whenever he sort of made an appearance for Hull, I thought he was sort of the deciding factor that meant the team was stepping up a gear. So I'd be interested to see what he does this season. I'd be heavily interested. I mean, I forgot. In all fairness, I had kind of forgot that he existed until you mentioned him there. I was saying that we need a creative winger, as possibly like our third thing that we need from the transfer window, or second thing. But yeah, this pucker pie steak is looking delicious. Gonna scroll this down. Enjoy it, cause Harry Vaughan is coming on. Let's start a Harry Vaughan party because you're gonna need that pie. Because I was gonna say Harry Vaughan's gonna have a masterclass here, but I'll say that and then he'll have an absolute stinker. He'll have the only stinker that he's ever had in a Hull City shirt. Are you going to do a collab with any other Hull City YouTubers? I'll see. I don't really know any of the other Hull City YouTubers personally, so I'll see about it. I can always reach out to them, and we'll see. We'll see maybe about doing something. We can see on that front. But I don't know any of them personally, so it's a fun. Changes. Oh, there's a list of them here. Regan Slater, Louis Coyle, Harry Vaughan, Ozan Tufan, and Ryan Longman are coming on to start the second half. I presume that means that Cyrus Christie is coming off, along with Lokilo, possibly. Come on, Newell. Indeed, I dream of Vaughan, Cynic, Traore, Oscar in the same team. Would be good. Would be really good. Head of old Grandpa Joe. I have, yes. I think he's sort of the biggest Hull City YouTuber, I believe. Come on, you boys, up the iron. Second half starts in 1 minute. Oh, need to prepare myself. We'll have a look at these changes. Vinagre, Lokilo, Delap, Seri, Traore have gone off. Interesting, that one. So the new all three of the transfers have departed. And then Seri and Traore have come off. I presume Traore is just due to his health, because he's just come back from an injury. And then Seri, probably for that. Who's been Seri being replaced with? Seri's been replaced with Regan Slater. Or, yeah. Yeah, so it's to go more attack-minded. City have played rubbish first half, then played good in the second. Hull against City played rubbish in the first half, and then got good in the second. Yeah. We're a second half team. Although HITC7s is a Hull City fan, but isn't his main source. Yes, he is a Hull City fan. I do watch a few of his stuff, especially when it's focused around Hull. Bradford City fan watching the Hull game. It's all funny games. Coyle has gone to play left back. Christie on the right. Oh, Christie stayed on. Coyle at left back. Okay. That is really interesting. Very interesting. Coyle at left back. Ooh. And that's the second half underway now. Coyle at left back. Okay. A nice reception for Regan Slater's old stomping ground. Yes. Regan Slater back at Scunthorpe, where he did he? I think it was a loan, wasn't it? Let me just double check this. When Regan Slater used to play for Scunthorpe, it was loan. Yeah, it was a loan from Sheffield United. Yeah. Nice, he's getting a good reception. Would you ever take KLP back on loan if it became possible? This is one, because we were looking to get KLP back on loan in January, and he openly admitted to no. He was trying to fight for his spot at Brentford, and obviously picked up his injury and hasn't featured since, I don't think. It's not worked out, KLP at Brentford, has it? He went for, what was it, 20 mil plus 2 mil of add-ons, and it's just not worked out. But then also, he's a young player, what, 19, 20? He's got time. He's got loads of time. Brentford are a team for the future. So I probably wouldn't take KLP back on loan, because he wouldn't come back on loan, because he's trying to fight for his spot. But yeah. UTT, up with Zygers. Whoa, what is Liam cooking? I have no clue. I have no clue. Considering we've got Greaves on the bench, who is, we'll say, a left back now. Yeah, don't know what he's cooking. Rotherham 1-0, Sheffield United 0. Woo! Did Rotherham beat Sheffield United? Did that happen? It did? Wowee! Rotherham beat Sheffield United through a goal from Trialist. Wow. Okay. Rotherham beating a Premier League side, I see. Interesting. Interesting, but I mean, it's pre-season. I think you get more game time this season, especially with Tony out. Could possibly be the case. Just depends on his fitness, I think. Or I don't think there's any competition for his place. If Brentford has spent 20 mil on him, plus 2 mil, 20, we'll say 22 mil with add-ons, he surely should be getting time at Brentford. So we'll see this season. We'll see. Because I know he did get a few games last season. He did come on. I think he came on in that Liverpool win, that 4-1 Liverpool win for them. So yeah. Come on, the boys, up the iron. I'm going to let you keep on saying these comments, but I'm not going to acknowledge them. Here's another question for you. Would you start Greaves or McLaughlin at left centre-back? It's super tricky, because Greaves deserves the time. But I would say that McLaughlin is our better centre-back. He is more well-rounded as a centre-back. And as much as I say that Greaves is a great option off the bench, he just doesn't want that, does he? He wants the game time. You look at the season before last. He played every minute for Hull in the Championship. Every minute. Every minute he was on that field. He did not get subbed off once. He always started on. He played every full 90. Last season, I mean, I think he had an injury at one point, and then was benched for quite a bit. Goal! Yes! Yes! Ozan Tufan! Ole, 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 ole! Ozan Tufan! Ole, 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 ole! Ozan Tufan! Get in! There's me talking about Jacob Greaves. And Tufan grabs a goal for the Tigers. 1-1. I look across to the chat and see, oh no, penalty. Hull. I'm like, wait, what? Look back. Goal, Ozan Tufan. Ozan gets a shot away from the edge of the box. Takes a big deflection. Loops over the goalkeeper into the net right in front of the away supporters. That's what we love to see. Let me change the score. It's 1-1. Oh, get the Olays out in chat, because it's Tufan time. It's Tufan time. 1-0. That's what we need. That's what you need. You need Ozan Tufan. Look, he's just come on. He's just come on. He's just come on. Second half comes on. 6 minutes later, grabs a goal for the Tigers. Ozan Tufan. What a man. What a man. So we have no fans, don't we? Okay. I can't comment on this because I don't know what our reaction is, but I believe that we sold decently well, so I'm not too sure on that one. No need, definitely Catherine. Yes, Tufan creates some space for himself to shoot on the edge of the area before seeing his deflected strike nestle in the top corner. Hull City report. Wish Tufan shushed Watford last season. I do too, but he's not that type of player, is he? I can't see him ever shushing. He's too much of a nice man to shush. You got Flair on pitch? Have we chucked a Flair out? It just makes you laugh, doesn't it? When it's just that, when you sleep so low that you can't help but laugh. But 1-1. All to play still. Still got pretty much the entirety of the second half ahead of us. Chance, better from City. Longman cuts onto the right before dragging his shot wide. It's what Longman likes to do. It's what Longman likes to do. Could have been 2-1 there to Hull. Yeah, Tufan's not that sort of player to shush, even if he does score against his old club that said that he was the laziest footballer they've ever seen. But yeah, I think Tufan's gonna have a really good season. He had good moments last season. I think he just needed to be a bit more consistent during that mid spell. But if he keeps it up for the entire season, yeah. I feel like if we sell Ryan Woods, he'll score against us and then shush the fans. That's what Ryan Woods does, though, isn't it? He's been to pretty much every club in the Championship, and then when he scores against a team that he used to play for, which seems to be every team, he shushes them. But I don't see us selling Ryan Woods, certainly not till January. Just because he is a bit of an asset off the bench for us. Free kick Iron. Christie caught wrong side. He fouls his man and left on the edge of the own box. How's Christie been caught on the wrong side? He's playing in his normal position. Louis Kyle's playing at left back. But no, yeah, I think Ryan Woods will stay at Hull certainly until January, and then evaluate from there based on incoming transfers. But his Championship experience and also the asset he is off the bench is good for that point. We'll see what comes from this free kick for Scunthorpe United. We'll see if it ends up in 2-1. The home fans are taking great delight in pointing out that City are now level against National League North side. Can you imagine the song? I can imagine it. Come on, bury this free kick. Hopefully not. Fleming needs another loan, I think. Whenever he plays, the other team focuses down on his side. Fleming's another tricky one. He had a really good season. Chance, Alf Beeston goes near post, below Tatala is across quickly. Below Tatala making a save. Wowee. Yeah, Fleming's a tricky one. He had a good season under Grant and Shotter in that first season back in the Championship. And then last season he got an injury at the start. Didn't get any game time. Well, I think he played like 1 or 2 games. Then went out on loan in January. Went well at Oxford. Oxford really liked him. I know a few fans from Oxford were hoping that they could sign him permanently. Return to Hull, I was hoping that he would become our first choice left back. And his performance with that increase. Pre-season his performance hasn't increased. We've obviously picked up Vinagre. Greaves is at left back, and then obviously George Cox, who could be coming in. We'll remain to see on that one. So I think Fleming alone out probably would be the best. Maybe a top end League One outfit could be the thing. We'll wait and see on that front. But I think a loan for Fleming would be the best. Whether that be for a 6-monther, we'll wait and see. I'd get George Cox in on a free transfer to compete with Vinagre. It's always good to get players in on free transfers, I think. That's what we've seen with Tobias Figueiredo. We've got him in on a free transfer, and then we sold him for, I presume, about $1 million to Brazil. We've made $1 million on a player who didn't play since January, and before that, I mean, obviously, he attributed negatively to the side. Did you see that Swansea game? But yeah. 2-1 Scunthorpe, what a goal. What a header. Oh, had me panicking yet again. Joking. No, false alarm, everyone. Not 2-1 Scunthorpe. Still 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. Whoa. Don't panic me like that. Do not panic me like that. My heart rate. Whoa. It's even a pre-season run. My heart rate's going like that. Yes. Still 1-0. Still 1-0. 1-1, sorry. Not 1-0. 1-1. We've scored. We've scored now. 2 fam. We've scored. But yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a tricky one. I think we've got a few players that you want to see them work, but they're just not going to. Whether that's the stage that the club are at the moment, whether it's the stage that they're at, or whether it's the stage of where their position is. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one with quite a few players. I mean, I mentioned Greaves and Fleming. No, we got robbed. Should have got a pen. He got snapped from behind. Scummy. How much you paid? I can't say how much I paid the ref. I can't say. I can't possibly say. No, yeah. I'm sure that it won't be too bad of a foul. That it's pre-season. Refs are pretty reluctant to give him pens unless it's against us. That Grimsby game. So yeah, I'm sure it wasn't too bad of a foul. Free kicks otherwise, I've seen that refs are allowing the play to flow on. I don't know if that's a pre-season thing or if that's going to be for the season. But I've noticed playing on, which feeds in nicely for our style of play. We don't like that sort of stop-start, which some teams do. Yeah. Intrigue, no update from Baz. Changes for the hosts. Scunthorpe are making a few changes here. We'll see what those are. We will see what those changes are. Right. Subbed on is Clunnan and Scales, and off Shrimpton and Butterfield. Shrimpton, the one that scored. Whether that means anything, who knows? Do you think we'll get Connolly? I think so. I think Connolly will come back to Hull on a season-long loan. He's not joined Brighton on their pre-season tour of USA. He stayed at home. Of course, that photo he released of himself in his training top from last season. So yeah, I think he will come. I need to go now. See you later, mate. Have a lovely day, Kieran. Hopefully we can grab a win for you. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Perform good. I was going to say yes, but I realised that you're not saying come on, Hull. 1-1. 1-1 indeed. New signings. Come on. Are these two new signings for Scunthorpe? Be interested to see how they perform for you. There's meant to be an image of Ozan Tufan scoring here, but it's not loaded yet. So we'll see that in a second. But yeah, changes for Scunthorpe once again. Shrimpton off, Butterfield off, Cullen on, and Scales on. And as I'm being told, they are the new signings. Shrimpton, who's coming off, scored. Yes, Hull, come on, Hull. That's what we like to see from the Bradford City fan. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Yeah, I presume that's the yeah for both of them being the new signings. Chance, good play from Vaughan and Slater in midfield. Ozan fires out to Jarvis. He cuts the ball across and sliding it back post. Longman can't divert it home. It seems like the team play's working a bit better now. Hoping for a big season from Tete. Tete will be an interesting one to see him have a good season, I think. Rosinio commented before pre-season started saying that he wants big things from Tete. If he can stay fit. He said that if he stays fit, he will have a really good season. Of course, he had 2 or 3 injuries last season, but other than that, he seemed a really, really good player. I mean, he scored that goal at home against, was it what not Watford? I can't remember who it was, but he scored that goal that he scored at home where he just flicked it around, and it was beautiful work. But yeah, hopefully a big season. Another flare on the pitch for the Iron. You're throwing a flare on the pitch now for substitutions. That's interesting. Iron corner. Woods blocks the cross from the near side. Can't be long left. Ooh, how long are we saying left? About 25 minutes. West Brom. Yes, it was against West Brom. West Brom at home. And yeah, it was a nice goal. Really nice goal. He sort of had, it was back facing into the goal, had the ball and sort of went round, then flicked it and went top bins. I'll support Hull a bit. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Come and join us. You need to get yourself a Turkish flag now. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. Iron domination still. Are you just saying that because you are a Scunthorpe United fan? Or are they actually dominating? Because what I'm being told in front of me says otherwise. The goal was jammy but looked superb. It's how we work. I mean, Surrey scored one against Bristol City, which sounds like a similar goal, which meant that we won a game in sort of like the last minute to open up last season. That 2-1 win against Bristol City. Jean-Michael Seri, ball in, knocked up, in the air, just looped over the keeper, in. We went ballistic. Cleared. Jarvis looks to spring a break, but the Iron have it back. Their fans remain in good voice in the terrace behind the goal, away to our left. So it does sound like your fans are doing well. 65 minutes gone, and it remains 1-0 here under the lights at Glanford Park. How long left? 25 minutes, my friend. 25 minutes. 25 minutes. We can grab 3 in 25. We can grab 5. Get one every 5 minutes. Oh, that's a lovely pink waving hand you've got there. Lovely pink waving hand. Lovely. Yeah. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the season starts. I think there's a lot more skepticism. I can't say it. Skepticism? No, I can't say it. My tongue's tied. About going into the season rather than last. I think last season people either had us to get relegated or to have a brilliant season. Whereas this season, I think people are expecting us to finish 15th. Yeah, again. Where are you watching from, fella? I am just not watching. I'm getting the score updates from Hull Live and also from My and Amy, who is at the game and telling me that Scunthorpe are apparently the best team in the world. So, yeah, just getting sources from different places. But Hull are winning, Hull are drawing 1-1. So things are looking better, Sir Nigel of Farage. Things are looking better. So yeah, I'll be interested to see how we start the sort of season off in the first 5-10 games. Skepticism. I still can't say it. Or am I saying it right? Am I just going wrong? I don't know. But that's the word that I mean. I know I can say it normally. I don't know what's wrong with me now. Chance. Ozan tries a clever ball through to Vaughan, but it runs into the arms of the goalkeeper. Neat move. We've been seeing this quite a bit in pre-season, where it's been some nice sort of balls going through. A few of the academy lads have tried them, and it's worked out. I mean, you look at the goal. Was it Will Jarvis scored? Yes. Against, who was it against? It was in pre-season. I'm forgetting now who we've played in pre-season. Was it the goal against Hatterspire? Skepticism. Skepticism. That's it. Oh yeah. Thank you, Nigel Farage. Skepticism. Bosh. I've forgotten what my point was about skepticism, but I can now say it again. Thank you. Come on, you all, from a Bradford fan. Love it. Bradford support. Up. When I was a young little boy, my father gave to me a little toy, a Hull fan on a stick. He told me to kick his head in. That's what our fans just sang. Oh, so you made a chant about us. How nice. How nice. Teams don't do that. Teams don't tend to do that. So I'm holding that in my heart. I'm gonna get that framed on my wall, that chant. I was loving that. Yeah. I think it was the goal against Hatspire, where it was a lovely feed ball through from Alfie Taylor, I believe, where he found and then played it. Yeah, some nice feeded balls. Vaughan! Clever footwork from Vaughan as he runs towards the iron box, but he turns. But as he turns, he clips his own heels and goes down. Ah. Iron, 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 iron. Thank you. Thank you very much. for your words of inspiration there. Up the Claret and Blues. I didn't know you supported Burnley. We have fun here, don't we? We have fun. I don't like Scunthorpe for some reason. I used to. Attendance watch 2,414. 757 away supporters. And you said that we had some bad away support. I think we've taken more to this game than we did to Bradford on Saturday. I think so. So yeah, nice work. Up the Tigers. Up the Tigers. Be quiet, iron, iron, iron. I'm alright, thanks. Oh, this is fun. Oh, please, just give us a goal. Please just give us a goal. As much as I would love a 1-1 draw, I just want a 2-1 win. I just want a 2-1 win. Not for Hull's sake, just to say that we didn't draw to Scunthorpe. I'm joking, your fans are being quiet, that's why I said. I'm joking, your fans are being quiet, that's why I said. Alright. Were you chatting about Bradford City? Don't know, what was I chatting about Bradford City? Can't remember. Cannot remember. Oh no, I was saying that we've taken more fans to this game than we did against you. Nothing against Bradford. It's our fans. That's what. Brandon Fleming is coming on for Will Jarvis. Interesting change this. Maybe looking to rebalance sort of the formation out from the changes at half time. Hull FC, Hull City, fire emoji. Yes, we love that. We love that. 20 minutes left to go as Brandon Fleming is coming on. Another flare for the Iron. I've counted this now. 5 flares. 5 flares you've let off. 5. And you're drawing 1-1. 5. Okay, thank you. Thank you. 5 flares. 5 flares. Wowie. We've only let off 1. Wow, my. Oh, my lordy. Oh, my lordy lordy. But yeah, I think that's how we do. Fair enough. I respect Hull fans. Do you respect Bradford City? Just asking. Yeah. I mean, we've got a mutual hatred for Leeds, so that helps us all on a scenario there. Yeah. Other than the EFL Cup last season, yeah. I respect Bradford. I respect you. I mean, you've got 2 ex-Tigers who, both of which I liked when they was at Hull City. I really liked Tyler Smith, and I really liked Richie Smallwood. So I've got nothing against Bradford. I'd like to see you do well. There you go. Lusitalo comes to try and claim a cross, and it gets wrong. Gets it wrong, falls down into a pack of players. Ozan Tufan and McLaughlin help him out. Lusitalo making another mistake there. That's the point of the game. The point of the game is Lusitalo to make 5 million mistakes. Not to be disrespectful, our fans have had a bit of a fight with your ultras. Both fans didn't get in, and can't lie. They need to grow up and save it for after. Home fans singing Championship, you're having a laugh after that little passage of play. Lusitalo's not our starting keeper. I promise. Billy Bantam, Bradford City mascot. Love him. Not in a weird way. I didn't like him. I didn't like him at when we played you in the Carabao Cup last season. Did not like him. He came over and was giving a lot off to the fans. Nah, not a massive fan. But it's one of the things in the mascots to wind up the away fans. Cardallo, better than Lusitalo? Of course. It's just a shame that we can't sign we have got Lusitalo. It's a shame that we've got him. Shame that we can't sign Cardallo. But yeah, going to Leeds. What a sucker punch. Yeah. I mean, he could have. I think Bournemouth were looking at him, so it's surprising that he's picked a Championship side. Whether he sees the longevity being better at Leeds or whether that's what he's looking for, I'm not too sure. But I was gonna say all the best, but you're going to Leeds, so I don't really care about you anymore. Championship, are you joking? We just sung that. Yeah, all fun and games. Who's Hull's mascot? We've got two. We've got Rory the Tiger and Amber the Tiger. Both tigers dressed up in Hull City kits. It's what you expect. And they're not. Our mascots aren't sort of there to wind up the away fans. They're more there for the kids. Even though I'd probably like to see maybe one of because we've got two, maybe see one mascot having a lot to the away fans, and then one there for the kids. It'd be nice. Bradford and Hull City have something in common. We both hate Leeds United. Yes, we do. And we're going to batter them twice this season. We're going to batter them once for Hull, and then the other time we'll do it for Bradford. So we're going to batter them twice. Don't you worry. And I think I'll be off to that Leeds United away game at Ellen Road. Because Ellen Road is falling down. Ellen Road is falling down. It's all. Rory, yes. Did I not say Rory? I thought I did. I don't know. Yes, Rory and Amber. Two mascots. But it did used to just be Rory. I don't know when Amber was introduced. Was it? Must have been like 2016? Possibly. Hull are better than Donny, but our local rivals. So don't know what to think. Yeah. You get that with local rivals. Yeah. You get that. You get blindsided by the rivalry. Yeah, that's what I like to hear from a Hull fan. Action shot coming from Cyrus Chrissy there. That one of those on two. It never loaded. That's funny. I don't know why they're not loading. Don't know why it's not loading. Do not know why it's not loading. Oh yeah. Disappointing. Oh, can we just win this game? Can we just win it, please? How long we got left? We've got 12 minutes. 12 minutes left. $12 minutes to go. So what does that mean? I don't know. 12 minutes for to letting another shot. Scunthorpe have a better history than both teams, but are not doing great, as you can see from the last 5 years. But are doing better this year, so who knows what could come next from next season, the Iron. Yeah, Scunthorpe, in all fairness, have had a good history. And you've fallen on hard times recently. We've fallen on hard times as well. We're coming out of it. Hopefully you do too. Like to see you do well this season, all things considering. Hull, hull, hull. Fire, 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 fire. Yes, yes, yes. Guessing we will hear the pitch was wrong for our style of play, which is where we struggled. I mean, that was probably one of the first things we reported, was the pitch was very dry. So hopefully that's not what they're blaming it down to, but pitch does always have an influx in play. That's why Pep Guardiola likes his pitch nicely watered, helps his style of play. And I mean, we had it with Liverpool last season. They complained a few of their losses on sort of pitch quality, and I mean, it's all down to the home side setting the style of the pitch that they want. That means it's hardest for the away side, but easier for the style of play of the home side. Because in all essence, you want to do everything to help your team win and disadvantage the other team. It's why you get some areas of the pitch more watered depending on the style of play on what you're doing. So if you want more balls to get zipped down the left hand side, but the right hand side balls to get stuck up a bit more, you'll water the left side a little bit more. Yeah, it's definitely plays into the hands, but it shouldn't affect us to the point where we should be negatively playing. Off the post, Lotitala getting a touch, but the effort just the edge of the box clips the post and goes behind. Oh, lucky, lucky, lucky. Iron. Okay. I think we'll do okay this season. I think it's a little soon of us to think Prem push, but I'll be happy with 10th or higher. We need more experienced second keeper, 100% to keep the competition for Ingram. Definitely. I think that this could possibly be a season where we push for the Prem. Not intentionally. I mean, the players have... Liam Rosina, everyone's been saying, we're pushing for the Prem. But it's all about sort of playing the best that we can. And going into the Prem might be the best thing for the season, to then have that budget to spend on players that are good for the Prem and spend maybe a few years in the Prem would be ideal. Our pitch is always wet. It's just been reported today that it was a bit crumbly, so who knows. And the ball just comes across the surface. You don't want to have a bad touch. I'm not saying anything. It's just what being reported. I'm calling it Hull are going to get another goal. Hopefully. I mean, we've got what, 9 minutes left. It's cutting it, and it's cutting a bit of vibe. 9 minutes left. Ah. Hopefully, a goal coming. Who do you think will score next? Ooh, tricky one. I'm gonna go for Longman. I think the build-up play will lead to him just getting an easy tap in. Be nice to have a shot on target. Certainly would be. I think a shot on target would possibly be the deciding factor here. 83 minutes gone. Since the equaliser, there have been a couple of flashes, but nothing really suggesting City are going to cut the Iron open. It's unfortunate that. Would like to see us cut open some Iron, but I guess you need some snipping tools or something for it. Yeah, I think possibly, yeah, could see just a simple tap in from Ryan Longman. Of the players that are on the pitch, obviously there is some players on the bench that could come on and score in more of a desirable fashion. I mean, Harry Vaughan could score in more of a desirable fashion, but Seems that he is stuck down to creating play rather than scoring from it. I mean, Ryan Longman has been known to score some screamers, but not since signing the contract. He played for the contract, got it, and he's been a stinker since. Hopefully, a good season ahead of him, as he's had an all right preseason. Ryan Longman, he has had an all right preseason. Nothing to clown on, I don't think. Rosinia post match will be the usual stuff. We are ahead of schedule, but the players are working hard. It's all about fitness. We need to be more ruthless, etc., etc. Yeah. It's one thing about Rosinia. I like his post-match and his openness. He's been probably one of the best managers for fan engagement that we've had in sort of recent time. But his post-match seemed to be a little bit more secluded. A little bit more like he's hiding so much to the point where the fans could start to question bits, but I doubt it. It's just a shame that it's the usual business when you get sort of games like this. Greg Heffley for man of the match. Yeah, it will be Tom Swans. It will be Greg Heffley for man of the match. Best player on that pitch. Best player on that pitch. Yeah, lovely. 5 minutes left. 5 minutes to grab a goal, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Please, 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 please just let us score. I'm begging, man. I'm begging. Oh my lordy, lordy. Yeah. Chance. Christian, a rare attack forwards, clips the cross, which is headed behind for a City corner. Corner for Hull City. Christie making a nice attack there. His pre-season post-match are definitely trying to be positive and not acknowledge that we are actually struggling versus teams way lower. So I've been saying we've not really dominated. Well, we haven't dominated any game that we've been in this pre-season. So yeah, Vaughan flicks it onto the near post, but the referee spots a foul and gives a free kick to the home side. Disappointed that. 4 minutes left, and Scunthorpe get a free kick in their own area. Yeah, I think though the positivity is needed though in pre-season. We need the positivity to sort of keep morale up, heading into what will be the toughest championship season since Coca-Cola era, where you look up and down the league, and other than Rotherham, every side in there has a really good side. Nothing against Rotherham. I mean, Rotherham have just beaten Sheffield United 1-0, so probably isn't any side that are going to have a stinker of a season, considering the league. So yeah, it's positivity I think is needed this season. I have faith in Rosinia. We'll see how the season goes. And he's one that I think he is a manager that will stay at Hull for some time. He is a manager that will be here for quite a few seasons. City corner, late pressure as Longman's cross is blocked behind for another corner. Another corner for Hull. I think we'll start the season slow and go into form through the season. That is probably what will happen. By looking at things, Rosini's playing the long game. He's playing for the promotion push late in the season, not playing to dominate the league right from the start, because you can't in this season. Chance, great save from close range from the goalkeeper. He keeps out yes another corner. Hull City racking up the corners in the dying moments of this game. Hopefully one of them leads to a goal. Not got many goals from set plays in this pre-season, if any, I don't think. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we can get one. Get one from this corner right here. Make it 2-1. Wood's kick goes deep. Vaughan gets hold of it, but then gives away foul inside of the iron box. Oh, no. I'm getting a bit shaky. I don't get nervous, but I'm starting to get a bit shaky. You know what I mean? I'm a little bit worried. That meme. Haha, funny memes. Will Bradford beat Wrexham next season? It's an interesting one. To see what Wrexham will do in League 2. Obviously, they had a brilliant season in League 1. Not in League 1, in the National League. So it'll be interesting to see. Bradford have got a good side, though. So it'll be one of them ones where I think that at their ground they'll beat you, and then at your ground you'll beat them. It'll probably be one of them. So, the answer to your question, yes and no. We need a free kick taker, like Twine. I thought we would have been the English prospect. I mean, Scott Twine could easily still come back in on loan from Bournemouth. Not Bournemouth, from Burnley. He could easily still come back in on loan. But yeah, we do need a set-piece taker. So we've got Seri on set pieces at the moment. No, not for me. Not for me. Man of the match from the sponsors goes to Scunthorpe United's Regan Ogley. Well, okay. Okay on that one. I don't think that any Hull player deserved the man of the match, by the sounds of things. So, okay. Okie dokie. And that's full time. 1-1. Undefeated in pre-season remains alive. As we see a 1-1 draw with Scunthorpe. Yeah. Full time. 1-1. Nothing is left, my friend. My friend from Bradford. Nothing is long. Nothing left. 1-1. Not sure too much how to feel in it. Regan Ogley, what a man on them. What a man. The Aussie Pele. Lovely. Well, he's got your man of the match. He's helped your side win 1-1. Draw 1-1. I say win 1-1. Up the iron. What a game for us. Sounds like it. So that is it. We drew. I didn't see that one coming. Neither, but judging by our performance, especially in that first half, maybe it's all we deserved. Gonna get going now. I had a fun chat. Gonna get some chants started. Have a lovely rest of your season. Wish you all the best. And don't get too carried away with your chants. You know, I'll always be a City fan. That's what we love. I know you mean Bradford City. So yeah, I'm going to end the stream here because I've got to get my reaction video out from this somewhat devastating draw. So I'll stay tuned on the YouTube channel. That one will be up within the next hour or so. And then obviously we'll have plenty more live streams coming up from Hull City news and stuff. And obviously plenty more videos. So make sure you like and subscribe to see all of them. But that's it for the stream. Thank you very much to everyone who's joined in. Thank you to everyone who's chatted. And better times are upon us, hopefully.